Alright, now we are on. Hello, good evening, good morning, good day, everybody, fellow traders, dear colleagues. I'm really happy to see you all today. I really hope that you liked the video that I've made before and you had positive moments from it. And actually, the previous video was for the week ahead, so we will see how the what we saw and what we thought will happen throughout the week, is it really happened. Well, I have to say that for now everything is going quite good except for GBP USD, but GBP USD anyway is going high, but that's another story. I will try my best to record another weekly recap video on this weekend, and we will see what happened during the week, and we'll compare it to what we thought will happen before. So, but this video, I just wanted to show you guys a trade that I've taken today and talk a little bit about it. The trade particularly today was on Eurocad on the 1 hour time frame. Now the trade was just absolutely perfect, and well, to be honest, all the euro pairs today are very bullish. So I really hope that you also somehow manage to be inside of this really strong bullish movement throughout all the euro pairs. So but I wanted to talk about how I managed the trade, why I took the trade, and why my trade ended here and not here. So let's just start how I picked up this pair from all the pairs that are there. So as you know from my previous video, I have this money, currency meter that I'm using, which is my own. And as always, today in the morning, I was watching at the currency meter and thinking to myself what to take, because I had some business to do outside. I didn't have the time to sit in front of the charts today and trade as I'm usually doing. So I wanted a trade, well, to take something at least today, and I knew that if I'm going to take a trade, it will be on the 1 hour time frame or higher. So when I got the results of the currency meter, as always, I saw that most of the pairs, except for the Japanese yen, are inside of a range. So I decided to go and take a look at them separately. So when I went to the USD, well, it's still going down, and it shows that he wants to go up. Now, guys, when you see something like that, me personally, I'm not going into it. There's no point to risk. We have this huge downtrend that is coming down, so this bearish momentum that is coming, and well, it could be a sign of a reversal or a pullback. I don't want to be involved in it, and so I said that USD pairs for long-term or middle-term trades are not for me today. Then I went to the euro. Now euro showed a potential that he wants to continue go higher. So as you see, we were going high, then a pullback, then a new high, then a pullback, tried to go higher, we couldn't, then a little period of struggling, and then that today that came. Well, okay, I said to myself, okay, let's go forward, let's see what we have more. I went to the GBP, and well, the GBP is seems like to struggling to go higher. We tried yesterday, and today, well, it's like I don't have any powers. Then the AUD is showing the same, so it's starting to struggle in this bullish momentum. The push of the buyers is starting to seems like they're just tired. They need more time, they need more money, they need to accumulate more money to maybe potentially then go higher. All right, so New Zealand, which is a bit strange, because most of the times AUD and Kiwi are going together. Well, okay, that doesn't matter really. So we see the break of the previous low, and well, actually it started on the 25th and continued. So as you know, I could had, I'm sorry, took a trade yesterday, but there was nothing really that compared to it. And after the break, I personally waiting for a pullback and then a sign of a continuation. But if there is no sign, then I'm just not taking. So New Zealand also is not working. And then CAD showed up, and CAD, look, as USD is under the pressure of those sellers. So he tried once, he couldn't, he tried twice, he couldn't, then he came up, and then he came now down. Again, inside of this bearish pressure. That was interesting to me. Okay, let's go on. Then we went to CHF. CHF also showing that maybe he wants to continue. And JPY, well, at that moment, guys, I said to myself, JPY is very, at the moment, for me at least, I don't really understand. Not that I don't understand, but the whole pictures is not right for me. It's too choppy. It's going down now. He went up, he went down, he went up again. Now he's going down, breaking this low over here. Really, I don't know. So, okay. Now, like instantly, I said to myself that, well, Euro is going up very hard, and CAD is going down also quite hard. And if we will take this movement as a minor trend, well, he broke the low right here. So I said to myself, okay, Eurocad could work. Now, what can I sell against the euro? Maybe there is something more. Well, USD not, because he's going out higher. GBP, well, yes, he came down, he make a pullback. Now he seems like want to continue, but we didn't broke this previous, major higher low. What's the point? So again, not for us. Here, the same thing. New Zealand, well, New Zealand, guys, I thought about it, but again, after the break, I want to see a pullback first and then a sign of a continuation. I don't want to be stuck in a false breakout. There's no point. CHF is going higher again and JPY, I told myself, well, it's not for me. On the 1 hour time frame, on the 4 hour time frame, it's not for me. So I had Eurocad, and that's it. Then I thought to myself, well, can I buy CHF and sell something with CHF? Well, USD and Euro, they are not working. GBP also, AUD also not. New Zealand CHF, I already told you why not. CAD CHF, well, yes, I could have, but I thought to myself, well, it's not the pair really that goes really good. I'm really there's no I'm not often trading CAD CHF. Very rarely there is everything coming together to trade this pair. So, well, I had only Eurocad. Okay, this is what the currency meter has told me, and then I went to the charts. So what I saw here was very interesting. So we have just an enormous downtrend pressure, but if we will look at the previous movement down, it was quite, it was strong. But if we will take as a comparison this move, well, it was quite hard as well. So I thought to myself, okay, look guys, no matter what you are using, if it is a indicator, if it is a good strategy, if you're also using some kind of another currency meter, no matter what you are using, guys, your job is always to be skeptical. You always need to look at the market, look at the chart. Can you really trade? So I thought to myself, well, okay, I can't trade it because, well, we have this push up and then we have this pullback that is coming down, and oh, I'm sorry. That just, so we have this pullback that is coming down. But if we will look at this pullback, it's very slow, which is a good sign for me because we had this enormous move up and then we have a very choppy move down. So okay, that's a plus. Now the next step for me is very crucial. When I'm picking something in the morning before London Open, it means that I will be in the trade just instantly at the first minute of the market open. So if I had seen that it doesn't have any kind of a pullback and it just going straight up, I wouldn't even look at this pair. So I would, I take a look and that's it. You don't have a potential trade for me, goodbye. I don't want to even mess with you. But here I had a really good potential. So okay, now I decided that I will take the trade, but I had a business to do and I didn't have the time to sit in front of the screen and manage my trade. So what to do in those moments that you just physically cannot be in front of the screens? Well, guys, you need to have a really strong rules that you will go with. Now, my rules are that if I don't sit in front of the screens, if I don't have time to manage the trade, then I want to get in and I want to get out today. All right, today. And well, of course, in a profit. So what I did, well, I knew that I will take the trade on the opening bell of the London market, which is 8 o'clock London time. I knew that my stop loss was below the lows. Why here? That's another story. On the upcoming videos, I will tell you what for me on the charts, looking at the candlesticks, is a pullback. All right, guys. So on this move, there was no pullback for me. For me, this is not a pullback. So when I'm looking at this move, for me, it's just one solid move. This, for me, is not a pullback, guys. Not a pullback, all right? So, let's go on. I knew where my stop loss is. Now, where is my take profit? Well, I thought to myself, if my tool that I'm using is correct, then it should take this higher high and at least try to test it. So I thought to myself, if I will put the take profit here, well, it will be 0.8 R from what I risked, which is not bad. But I told to myself that, well, it's not a that big distance from 1 to 1. Now, when I was thinking about putting take profit, I thought to myself, well, I can put 2 to 1. But then I saw that I have this bearish pressure on me. And when you guys are not sitting in front of the screens and you don't have time to manage the trade, there is no point of risking your money just because you will get 2 to 1, which is much more than 1 to 1. At that point, the good thing to do, guys, is just have a solid, good place to get out and be in profit. And this is what I decided to do. Yes, when I came back to the charts and saw that, oh man, I'm a person too, and I was frustrated. I was a little bit, this ego that, oh, I could do that much, I could do this much, was also there. But the trade was just perfect. In few hours, I took the profit, and that's it. So this, guys, for me was a perfect trade. I really hope that you also think like that, because guys, Forex and basically trading is a game of not opportunities. It's a game of like, you know, how much of bad trades and how much of a good trade you will take. It's not about 1-to-1, it's not about 2-to-1, it's not about 4-to-1, it's about the amount. Because come on, let's be honest, trading is a game of probabilities, and if your probabilities that which are good will overtake the probabilities of losing, you are the king of the game. You are the king of the game. So I hope that this information was useful for you, and I will just let me just speak about some trades that I'm not in because oh no, this was bad. I'm not in, but I'm trading when I'm in front of the screens most of the time. So as I told you in the previous videos, what I'm doing basically, when I'm trading is I have 3 accounts. One account is just only for long-term trading. So I would not call it swing trade because most of the times I'm closing the trades in or and at that day or the day after. Well, the maximum was like 3-4 days, so I would not call it swing trade. Well, it's a middle time trade, so it's most of the time it's 1 hour time frame, 4 hour, rarely but happens, but most of the time 1 hour time frame. The second account is for intraday trading, where I'm trading the 5-minute time frame. So again, as you know, I'm using all the time my my currency meter, and that was the pairs that I could have took today. So the currency meter told me that I can trade those pairs, and well, I didn't trade today, but when I came back home and opened the screens, I like to take a post factum paper trade to see if what would happen if I've took the trades as I'm taking them all the time. So I'm not changing anything. I'm just coming, looking the chart, and thinking, well, this is the way I would took, and what would happen. So today there was not that much of a trade. I had this. If I would trade, I would take Euro New Zealand, and here it was 1-to-1, and again, it just, Euro pairs today are just flying to the moon. But why my take profit would be here? Well, again, guys, Forex is a game of probabilities, and if you want to succeed in the long term, you just forget about going after the 2-to-1 and 3-to-1, 5-to-1. Yes, it's really beautiful, but in the long term, it's just not working. You need to understand that Forex is basically a ranging market, and in ranging market, when you have a solid place from where a pullback has started, the probability that the price will come there, will test it, and then come back against you is really high. So there's no point to go above it like really high, So your take profit should be really correlated with your stop loss. So my stop loss was here, below this low. But my price of execution of the trade was so close to the higher high, the recent higher high, that, well, there is no way that I could take without risk, without higher unnecessary risk, 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. There's no chance at all. So I just put 1-to-1 and that's it. Yes, if I would not put stop loss, take profit, it would be like 6-to-1 and 7-to-1 even. But come on, I was there, guys, after those 7 and 5 and 4-to-1 and 3-to-1. I was there. It was not a good experience to me, so forget about it. Also, believe me, believe my experience. Then we had this losing trade on GBP USD, and another trade on GBP USD towards to the downside, still going on, and nothing really more. So not that busy day. Oh, and here we could have another trade on GBP CAD. So just like that. Just let me put it here. All right. So those are paper trades, guys. The only trade I took today is Eurocad on the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, and really nothing much anymore. This didn't work out. This also, yeah. So and also, guys, I'm trading the 1 minute time frame. I'm scalping the market. There is another account that I have particularly for scalping, and I will not tell you, and I will not show you today. I will, as you know, from the description that I have on my channel, I will be going live trading, and this live trading those sessions will be particularly on this 1 minute time frame, and we will be, hopefully there will be much of you and we will trade together. So it will come, don't worry. I will let you know about it, and you will see it, you will be able to see it. But on overall, this video, this live stream that I've made today was about this Eurocad trade that I've took today, because it's a good example, guys. It's a good example of not letting this ego take over you, because it is when post factum you're saying this move that I could have had 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, and then somebody can come and say, oh, Joseph, listen, that was a great trade, you had head and shoulders here, I mean, why did you close the trade so early, and so on and so forth. Listen, I'm not saying that the closing of the trade here was perfect. I'm just saying that in a game of probabilities, and just knowing the fact that I physically was not able to be in front of the screens and manage the trade properly, in those circumstances, the trade was good, and you should not, I would say you must not let anybody, but first of all yourself, Believe me, guys. And remember, the worst enemy of yourself is yourself. When you're saying that, well, I've heard that somebody told me and I did it and so on, listen, this is everything is on the second place. On the first place is always you. It's you, because a couple of years ago, if I saw this picture that I've missed this move, I would be so frustrated that I would do everything in my power to find another trade and take it, not thinking about losing anything. So, guys, remember, Forex is a game of probabilities, and I really hope that this game will be won by each of you who are watching this video in the positive way and never in the negative. So thank you again for joining me. I hope that you will find this video useful, and I hope that you will be with me in my journey, and I will see all of you again very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. Have only good days, have only good sessions, have only good trading. Thank you again. Have a good day. Bye bye.